Good. Looking good. Welcome, everyone. Ewok Templar. Diablo 4. Jumping right into it. Truth be told, I hit 4 billion today twice, and then actually spent some things building some gyms. So, I mean, today is the day we hit the milestone, but the truth is I already reached it a little while ago, several times, like several hours ago earlier in the day. But, welcome. Ewok Templar. Let's get into it. I'm also sporting an ice build. Let's discuss this just for a second. Just because it's already, like, it's pretty broken. We stepped away from Uso's ferocity because the speed we're getting from the different rings we're using,
Will you help me?
it doesn't need it. So right now, our enchantments are Frozen Orb and Ice Shard enchantments. And it's stacking. I mean, I don't even have the build 100%, as you can see if you come over here. Vulnerability is working with everything. Attack speed works with everything. The ice spike's exploding.
Please help.
Let's mention ice spike damage. Core skill, I really put this on just for the attack speed, really, and the critical strike chance and lucky hit chance. That really helps the whole thing go off. The core skill is just a bonus. The firewall, like, right here is one of the ones where it could be improved, but I found it hard to find an amulet that helps the ice build. But also, they didn't have that movement speed or that mana cost reduction. That's just too powerful. So I have that, even though we don't have firewall equipped. Same thing with this one. I found it hard in my collection to find an armor that was better. I think I did. I just didn't want to go through. It wasn't better. It just had a different enchantment. I really like the damaging elite. Grants the barrier. That works out very well. Instead of the meteor helmet, we got this one, which I think works for frozen and chilled and vulnerability. Those count as crowd control, so it causes that to bounce off more. Which, if it does, it's gonna make the ice nova even that more broken. Because with the ice shard ones, I don't know, just as a reminder, when an enemy's frozen with the enchantment, it just automatically makes ice shards spawn and shoot at them. So since they're frozen, like, ice shards is already doing 4,000 damage. It's gonna stack and combo with this stuff down here. Where while your fire skill is on your action bar, you deal 80% increased damage while frost. Yeah. 9% increase to chilled enemies, 80% increased damage to frozen enemies, and then this one, coup de grace. On a lucky hit, cold damage against vulnerable enemies has a 20% chance to generate 15 mana. So you're just gaining your mana back. 12% more damage increased to vulnerable enemies. And that really goes well with this legendary sword we're getting. It's like this just automatically, whenever you cast it and hit something, it applies vulnerability and chills them for 29%. That's just ridiculous.
Please help.
And then this one, enemies while frozen have 37% chance to unleash a frost nova. That's breaking it. This one, Fist of Fate, just works with all the builds that I can think of. I can't imagine a build that this one doesn't work well with. Strike chance, lucky hit chance, attack speed.
Stranger?
Up to, like, lucky hit, 34.9% chance of enemies vulnerable for 3 seconds. So, like, there's already a 50% chance just from items that they will become vulnerable. Therefore, they're taking more damage. And then vulnerable, I believe, counts as crowd effect. So, like, there's a 35% chance on a lucky hit it's going to bounce to people that weren't even hit. And you'll see, like, there's several things where you could improve. Like this core skill ring, there could have something be better there. This amulet, of course, there could be something better there. Some of them are just too basic to, like, not work very well with it. Some of them are just too well-rounded to work with any build. I mean, but look at this. Look at the ridiculous things you got. It's like having a shotgun. Most lower enemies die in a single shot, and then, like, I'm just getting, like, the ice balls are already acting like a grenade launcher, so I just get, like, a free grenade every now and then. It just thumps them out. Hold on. I'm gonna get into it. I'm gonna get started. I thought we were further away. It turns out last time I stopped after I made a new gym, I'm only 2 million away from reaching that 4 billion. As you can see, I made a little bit of progress off camera, just like, because I wanted to set up the ice build. I want to see what I could get going with what I had. Because right now, my other wizard has all like the all the decent ice equipment, but I did not. What's it called? I don't think they're all that great. I didn't feel like going to grab them.
You there? Please.
We got someone playing footsie over here. Let's go talk to them. Oh wow, look. Level 29. Who is that? Who is this? Isure.
You there? Please. Help. Wouldn't have made it without you.
I have a weird glitch with my right trigger sticking, so you have to forgive me for that one.
Wouldn't have made it without you.
And they must be really new, or they're just pretending to be new, because they're not fully committing to the
You there?
area of intention.
Please. Help.
They did walk inside though, but let's see. I'm just curious now. I'm gonna wait here by the oh, here they come. Oh, how'd they know? Oh. They seem to be walking around like they're picking up stuff, so that means, yeah, I think they're just edging it a little bit. They are level 29, maybe this... I can't remember where the level of this area is supposed to be at. So maybe they felt threatened, maybe they felt like they couldn't do it, even though they're running a necromancer. I can see their bone men standing around them. It's not that hard to just let the bone men do the work for you. Especially since I think this area is leveled. You know what's funny is that this sticking glitch that happens doesn't happen on my other build. It happens on the ice spikes for some reason. No idea. No idea. But it's cool. One thing I have to get used to is not having Firewall equipped to give me that extra boost of speed. But that Ice Nova, when I do fire it myself, it's freaking deadly. Combining with the Ice Shards enchantment, it's ridiculous. It's a great way, like, if you have a problem with like them ambushing you constantly, it just wipes them really. Like, look at this. I haven't hit half a mil, but with this damage stacking, I'm getting more consistent, like close to 100,000 damage with some crits. See right there, 117,000. Like I said, this ice build, it just feels like a shotgun with a grenade launcher attachment. You're just coming in here, you're just popping fools. Pop, pop. Even tougher enemies die in like 1 or 2 hits. Combined 5 with Blizzard. I mean, look at that. That guy just took 70,000 from a Blizzard. That didn't make any sense. I didn't know Blizzard could crit. You don't even need the attack speed, but thanks to that one ring I have, where I place Urberus Ferocity. Oh, I forgot to mention, yeah, because I'm not running Urberus Ferocity. Hold on. See these guys despawn. That frees us up to where I could change my key passive to Avalanche, which 30% less mana and deals 6% increased damage is increased by an additional 25% against vulnerable enemies. And I already have, with my items, there's like a 50% chance as soon as they get hit, they become vulnerable, so. Now, I haven't gotten the critical hit of like a 250,000 like I was with the Weather Woman build. But I am getting, like I said, a bigger consistency. That was 200,000 right there. A bigger consistency with a single shot doing like 100,000. But I haven't hit the 250,000 damage like I did with the critical chance build. But I think I can. I think it's easy. With the amount of damage we're stacking. Like, there's a chance we could even beat our record for how many millions of damage we did with the, what's it called? The Force Wave, that one shrine. The Pulse Wave. There's probably one in here. What is this? Oh, that's lethal. Let's see some crazy numbers here. Big, crazy numbers. But even without that, like, even without using the ferocity, like, that's how fast my attack speed is right there. Just with this build with that ring. Kinda doesn't need it. It's like, it already shoots just as fast, almost just as fast as I did with that, with the Usos ferocity. Oh, we just broke the, we just broke the 4 billion, there it is. We must have killed a gilded goblin at some point. We're at 4 billion, 13 million. That's a big jump. It's a big jump. We, in the past minute or two, we've gained 16 million gold. I left someone over here. Oh, I keep on forgetting to activate my juice. We just started and I'm too excited about the ice build. I had a little bit of fun with it today. As you saw, I started off already a little bit past the end of the RB skill in the beginning of the left bumper skill. Already had about a little bit above a fourth of the XP. Look at that. He's just dead. 2 shots. Dead. Don't even try that hard. I can just tap it. I don't have to hold it down like I do with the lightning one, which, like, I mean, the critical chance one, it does great. I love it. It still feels faster, but this is, it probably feels faster just because I have so much dedicated to also increasing my movement speed. As you can see, I still have teleport equipped because teleport is just broken. Like, it's just too useful. Too utility. Oh, it's not broken. It's just way too useful utility-wise. You get stunned, or you get paralyzed, you can just teleport out of it. And then you'll have, like, 10 or 13 seconds before you can teleport again. Probably a little bit longer than that, but still. Blood Speckled Journal!
I'm not sure what to do. You summon the demons here, but they overwhelmed us in the mine in mere moments.
I kind of hope I can get an ambush before the end. Probably not, though. Not in this dungeon.
His leg is broken.
They're dead.
I can hear the echoes of other people still alive, but I can't see them. I suppose it doesn't.
There we go. He took 98,000 from something. I think it was the teleport. Then he took 100 and almost 200,000 from one shot. One little one of those. He gave us a Starfall Coronet. We don't need it. We got plenty of those now, sitting around. That 2.8 mana cost reduction, that was pretty good. We might actually want to look at that one. Later. Oh. Sorry. I have that purple controller somewhere that's, like, fine. That I'm still, for some reason, refusing to use. I just like this Turtle Beach Recon controller too much. It just feels too good to use. Even with that stick drift, and even with my right trigger like a little bit flaky, I still just... It just feels good in my hands. I don't know how to describe it, man. You ever have a controller that was so good that even when it adds stick drift, you use it instead of your new controller? I guess I'm weird like that, man. Guess I'm different sometimes. Where am I going? Here we go. I haven't done the run like this before. I saw it and I said, why don't I do it this way? Like, this is a little bit of a walk right here, but I've never actually did it this way, where I just stuck in the ice area for a little bit. Run into some newbies. Look at that. Shoots backwards. Nukes them. Juke and nuke. The old juke and nuke. You ever have a fat man that shoots the mini nukes backwards? Like your XX Tentacion? shoot backwards, man. Shoot backwards. Alright, everyone get inside. Everyone get along. Boom. See what I'm talking about? The Ice Nova, and then since they're frozen, the Ice Shards come out. And now they're taking bonus damage because they're elites, and I do more damage to frozen enemies. I don't even have to shoot them after they freeze. They just get shot up by my enchantment and die. Oh my god. They can't wait. They throw themselves at me and turn into ice cubes. I should probably pick some of these up. Looks like I'm falling behind. There we go. A flawless skull. Yeah, yeah. Oh. A single shot. He had a bad day. Smoking a pancake. Bong and a blinsk. 2 girls and 1 cheesecake. That's what we're rolling with right now. Look at this! Oh no, it's Scorponok's tails, man. Come on now. Executing some deletions here, though. You gotta admit. Critical chance build. Still my favorite. Because I get to Weather Woman, I get to use Blizzard and Meteor at the same time. It used to be more powerful, though, because, like, the Firebolt enchantment used to add burning damage. Now it does something different. Look at that. Just frost over them. If they get uppity, just frost over them. I was debating using the Frost Nova enchantment because that one's working pretty well too, but these random ice orbs just shooting willy-nilly whenever they please, because sometimes you shoot an ice orb and then you shoot 2 ice orbs. You get the double barrel, you get the super shotgun. Ridiculous, man. I had a good time with it. I had such a good time with it. Like, I was at 380 million. Then I hit 4 billion, and I was like, I should probably save that for a stream. So I made another gem. It costs about 10 million now to make the really big ones. They just spawned. And then, like, I kept on playing without using any XP boosters because I was like, I just wanna test this build out. I want to get a feel for it. And then I hit 4 billion again. I had to make another gem. Lucky for me, I actually could use it. And I ended up making this this dex and this willpower right here that I'm using now. Actually, no, it was the willpower was already there. The dexterity one, the emerald, and then this ruby. Didn't realize I was using a grand ruby instead of this bigger one for a long time. I chose fire resist because there's so many enemies in this game that use fire, and also like those lava fire butt explosions were getting me a lot. Especially the I don't know if the volatile ones in those one nightmare dungeons that appear underneath your feet that just delete you after a second of you standing in it. I don't know if those count as fire damage, but I chose fire resistant in case they do. Maybe it'll give me a second to survive. You know what? There you go. Deleted. Oh my. I'm auto-grenading them from across the way. You left Mr. Fuzzy on the plane. I think we all left Mr. Fuzzy on the plane. See that? They always want to blame you for something everyone was involved in. It'd be your own people. It'd be your own wife coming at you all kinds of wrong. That's what this. What is this? Traviosity commercial? I have no idea. Skip it. Does it look like I travel? We have over 65 days in Diablo 4. Am I really the target market for this commercial? Come on now. Get it together. I do like seeing that more consistent 100,000 damage to one guy minding his business. Minding his little ghouly business. Hey, buddy.
My soul. Please.
I've been feeding on my soul. I like my soul, unlike most people. Please help me save it. Sure thing, buddy. What was that? Most people don't like their soul bit, though? That didn't make any sense. How do you know? And you're assuming a lot of the people. Oh god, I have a sneeze coming. All day, I sneezed one time. Oh, there it goes. See that? Someone got froze. Someone got the random ice nova spawn, and it caused a chain reaction of a bunch of ice nova spawns. No, 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 no. There you go. Freeze those knees, Papa Cheese. And a dangerous torrent of ice spikes will automatically generate out of me for free and delete me from existence.
Such power.
Such power, it's enough to get deleted for. I'm gonna drop 3 blizzards on him, then look away. Yeah. Didn't even have to do anything after that. Just go stand here, enjoying my time. Yeah, he died. He thought he was cool in school, but now he ain't. That's the buzzer. Time to quit. Home Bees 100 drug bug zip. A lot of you young folk don't know about those real hard-hitting dare campaigns that stuck with you. Funny thing is, some of my peers would just encourage them to do it more. Not me though, not me though. I was clean. I was literally of legal drinking before I tasted anyone's gathered drug paraphernalia. It wasn't for me. Look at this chain reaction. Look at this. Not against anyone who does it. I've only done it a handful of times in my life. Seems fine. If it was legal here and not a problem for getting a job, maybe I'd be more inclined to use it recreationally. But honestly, it's like, I could take it or leave it. It's not a big deal. You like the devil's lettuce? You like the devil dancing with his tulips and his keyboard on your back and your spine? That's what's gonna happen. Smoke that devil lettuce. You get that curved spine, like a communist. At least that's what they told me. Let's go ahead and do this event. Oh, it's different now. Oh, wait, no, it's the same thing. Just the statue can be destroyed. That's pretty cool. Come on, get together, guys. Come on now. Don't make me ask you for it. There you go. Oh, some of these are just naturally occurring bats. Not even part of the world event. Can I get some world event bats over here, guys? I need some souls. I need some souls for the Sokiku. Trying to serve a better soul society over here, and you guys are giving me bupkis. There we go. Is that a goblin? I'm just gonna kill him while we're out here. Just gonna kill that goblin while we're out here having a good time. You and me. on now. Alright, we almost have enough. There we go. Just right there at the end, at the cuspis. What do you think his problem was? He showed up and he exploded into ice shards. That was crazy. Hey kids, why you gotta stay off drugs? You get on the wacky tobackies, you get the ice explosions. Read that? Seen it? Seen it a million times. What used to look like a human in the back of an old modded up Crown Vic turned into a bunch of icy wet puddles of juice. Human bean juice. It's disturbing. Like meat that your mom left out to defrost and then forgotten about. Unpleasant. Unbecoming. And also most ungentlemanlike. You have to remind your mom when she leaves that stuff out to defrost, otherwise meat popsicle explode. Oh my god, like a saw blade chewing through them. Did you see that? Did you see that last maggot? Let's do it again. Ugh. I didn't know the maggots were vulnerable to the ice orb so badly. From now on, you guys get it. Here you go. Here's another one. You like that? Yeah. Slicing and dicing. There's a lot of maggots in this cave. This hollowed ossuary sure got a maggot problem. You guys call me the exterminator, because here I am, I'm just cleaning it up. I'm just cleaning this place up. A bunch of French people are gonna come down here and have a raid. I gotta get this place ready. Yeah, 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 yeah. Wait, why'd you... Did he just try to run away? Did he see me and go, oh it's Decima, the Dark Herodrum. She's returneth. She's making meat popsicles for dinner. I gotta get the hell out of here.
My name is Homo Pachlichik. I write this.
Why do we even bother trying?
Out my last
She slaughters our maggots' hordes like children's.
I have hunted these wretched creatures for as long as I've been able to.
Wield a knife against them.
They feed on blood and grow strong.
Oh, really?
I
Forgot a soul. I forgot a tiny drop of soul juice way back here.
been caught in a trap. Their leader can raise the dead. And I fear for
How did I
all
make
who
a silly
wander
noob
unknowingly
mistake
into
like
these
that?
crypts. If you have this,
Do not let my death be for naught.
them down.
Hunt them down.
Do not let my
Don't
death
worry, mysterious bloodstained scrap of paper writer. I shall. This house will be clean. Here we go, here's a blast wave. What we got? 13 million. Oh, it's not even letting them break sweat. Maybe if I hit him with that, and then hit him with this. Ooh, what? 87.4 million. Well, that just broke my record for highest amount of damage again. I saw the one up top where someone got hit for 68 million, but that one right next to my head, 84 million. 84 million from one single psychonic blast. What did I tell you about ice builds, man? You stack them up just right. You have the chance to just wipe someone. Just wipe them.
They've been feeding
Now, I admit, though,
my soul.
I think having the Frost Nova instead of the Ice Orb sometimes works out a lot better for large groups of enemies, but this Ice Orb one I think is definitely the better one to do against like singular enemies. Like if you're facing one powerful boss, I think it's better to get the random grenade launcher rounds hitting them. Drop some blizzards. Drop some blizzards. Get some of those ice shards spawning. And we're getting random ice novas as well. Oh yeah. Oh yeah, we're scooping up some kills. Oh yeah, we're touching tips, alright. We're touching tips gingerly, like gentlemen. This is the future of gaming right here. The future of gaming is a huge blizzard and a bunch of ice explosions. Such power. I'm just gonna do it again. I'm just gonna drop a bunch of blizzards and look away. Pretend I'm not even here. Oh my god. Oh, someone killed him. An ice shard spawned out of my tuchus and slapped him in the face. For lethal. All the townsfolk, brother, man. No! Bad vampires. Speaking of vampires, I just watched Sinners. I liked it. Interesting. The one criticism I have is that after they introduced the concept of the big bads being vampires, there's this one scene that they have with Haley Steinfeld inside the party barn that I feel like could have been better if it happened a little later on, like after they started fighting the demons. Because right there, after they introduced the vampire, it kind of made that subplot feel like it's getting in the way now. Other than that, everything else is pretty awesome. A very interesting take in the vampire genre, in my opinion. That was it. Everything else, it kept me in and I was with the flow through the movie. I liked it. I didn't have time to like... It kept me with it. There was no like lull of like, well, why are we doing this? Or why is that character doing that? You know, everyone was playing their part. But story-wise and pacing, that scene felt weird to me. That's the only part though. Because it was just like, you just introduced the idea that there's freaking vampires in this story. And now we're talking about their relationship out of nowhere right here. It just felt weird to me. I felt like it should either been before the vampires were introduced or after they started fighting them. Because right there, it just felt like, what? It didn't feel like the pacing was off. It felt like, kind of felt like we skipped gears and went back into it, like a little cough, like a hiccup, like, huh? Like that's what it felt like to me. No. Good old Ice Nova, get me those explosions. A perfect 100,000 damage, huh? That's crazy. Oof! Find the mommy daddy button. Right there. Right in his soft, wet Cooper State convention. Let's go in here. Just freeze him up. Oh! Boom. That's what it feels. It feels like I have a slam-fed trench gun. That's what it feels like. Just thumping, thump, 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 thump. Get out of here. Get off my plane. A slam-fed Ithaca is what it feels like. Like a Benelli. Is that the more popular one? Of like, it looks like a pump action, but it shoots semi-auto. I remember that name, that one being popular for a while during the during when Rainbow Six Vegas and Ghost Recon were bigger in name. What that makes me think about, and wish they brought it back from other Call of Duties, was the Striker in Call of Duty 3. I remember that was fun. Not Call of Duty 3, sorry, Modern Warfare 3. Get off me! Can't you see I'm trying to touch ancient statues? It'd be the same goat, man. Oh, that didn't freeze any of them for some reason. I guess they were too busy in their animation. I want to see what's up here. I just want to see what was up there. Calm down. Everyone calm down. The double whammy. The slammin' salmons. Alright, I think we're ready. Open to the door. Get on the floor. Everybody show me their dinosaur. Quickly, what's your favorite giant dinosaur? Shimbling rambles, your shimbling corpses. Is it the Baryonyx? I've become partial to the Spinosaurus myself. Oh, we're done here. They're dead. My bad. I stepped back and looked confused at the map like, wait a minute. They promised me circus freaks. There's no one here. No, and to anyone who's wondering, who's maybe they're saying to themselves, he needs more material. What's that? Is the Mycostrego Mercrolurolopodon? Is it your favorite because of its name, John? Mycostrego macro Leaflodon. Leaflodon? It's Charlie the Unicorn reference. Touch the Leofleurodon, Charlie. Magical Leofleurodon. A large scroll.
Beware.
I was gonna say,
Turn back. Value your
everyone thinks I need new material. I'm fine. I just
And you...
All of my material is heavily based off the Snake God and Abandoned Scrolls. You're just gonna have to get used to it. It is it's called a reoccurring theme. It's a go-to. Kind of like that one guy in the watermelons, which never made sense to me, but that's his thing. Mine is Snake Gods and Abandoned Journals. Right? I was born in an abandoned journal underneath the statue of a Snake God. I gotta play the part of who I am. Eric cast Hurricane at will one day? What are you talking about? Isn't that like a Magic the Gathering card reference or something? I don't know this reference you're making. I don't know if that was obvious by the way I was asking questions. But I'm clarifying now that I have no idea where you're going with this. I don't like Soulbrand. I'm just gonna say it. Your healing potion no longer heals and instead grants a barrier for 200% of its healing for 4 seconds. You gain 30... Like, unless you have, like, a vampire build, maybe it's good for... I haven't fully maxed out the, rogue yet. Maybe the, necromancer or the, barbarian get a vampire build, but... Ever felt like a pad of butter melting over a big stack of flapjacks? That sounds familiar, too. That kind of reminds me of being a small piece of butter scraped over too much bread. Put some butter on baby! No! The blood cleaver! He backhanded me. It was disrespectful. Disrespectful. You know what, it's fine. Have you ever danced with the devil in the pale moonlight? Nah, me neither. Anywho.
Unexpected.
I'll grab that repair right now. John, what do you know about Snake Gods? You don't follow Slithus, do you? Or Slitherus? Because if you do, we have to escort you out of town. Those two guards got over there gotta talk to you. Both their swords in your sheath. That's what they're gonna say. John, have you ever abandoned a journal? You ever been taking a journal of something and said, this journal's caused me nothing but trouble, and throw it down on the ground out of anger? I'm just curious now, I'm just curious. A lot of people don't know this about Snake Gods, but they typically don't have legs. Except for Ronus. He's a Snake God and he has legs. Kinda weird if you think about it. You did say typically though. But still, he's pretty famous. He's a pretty famous Snake God and he has legs. It's a... rare miss on your part. I'm just gonna say that.
Over here, help!
Falsehood. Look him up. Look up Ronus. Want to see him standing there looking at people with his human legs and his cobra head. Like, huh? What do you mean this isn't my scene on Stargate? I'm Ronus, damn it. Here, I'm gonna write this in my journal, and later on I will abandon it out of spite. Abomination no gutso mundo. Yeah, screw that soul brand. Oh, by the way, for anyone wondering, kept on talking about trading the ovals for people. Turns out I didn't even look at the fine print right there. It says account bound. So that means I can't trade them to anyone. I gotta use them, which sucks. It is what it is, and it ain't what it ain't, which means I gotta keep on collecting them, because one day, on the higher difficulties, maybe, we'll be rolling for better gear. At the Orbles guy. He's a fake god. What are real gods? What's a real god, John? If a hot lady with a short hair, pixie haircut, and a bunch of dark eye makeup walks up to you and says, "Are you a god?" Do you say yes? No, don't you start. Look at him. He's RPing in my chat. Someone stop him. He's abandoning journals in my chat. He's abandoning fictional character journals. These journals aren't real, yet I can feel them. And I hate that they've been abandoned and labeled as such. Which, if you don't know, it'll appear in the YouTube chat log. If you ever get around to over there. Which, where I like to think the real magic happens. What was this bag of coins? What? It's just... Oh, it was just 5 million gold in a bag. Okay. Well, we're already over a third of the way to the next 100 million to add to our 4 billion. I hope y'all are ready for that. Looks like it's gonna be one of those kind of wild and crazy nights. Although I don't think I'll be on that long. I'd be very surprised if we reach the next 100 million milestone. Get off me! I'm a flag girl now. A multi-billion gold industry is happening right now. And the sheer number of enemies I've slain. Who would do that? Yeah. Finally, a spell to make Ronus into a true snake god. Abandoned here in this mine. Weird how this mine is also located directly underneath an Indian quarry. Oh my. Let's freeze those guys out. Oh, whoa! It's an event! Start dropping blizzards. We got this. We got them right where they want them. Yes! Ice explosions galore. Is this Skillet? Nerve? Who the White Devil's nerve? What the bloody blazes are they doing here? Alright, let's go for the big numbers. I'm not sure I'm gonna be able to make it. See, this thing doles out damage. But for some reason, I can still get to... In ERB, nerve is greater than what? Nerve is greater than what? Zelda's my what, John? Zelda's my what? White, juicy, baby Jesus. Alright, there's a passage leading down. That's where we're supposed to get all the Silky points for. Society has betrayed you all. The Ice Nova chain reaction. It's just like that movie with Keanu Reeves, Chain Reaction. Just like that gypsy woman said. Starring Keanu Reeves. There we go. Man, we're really getting back to reality. Up there goes Gravity in this one, aren't we, boys? This ice build, it's fun. I'm not gonna lie, it's got potential. I've already saved it in my armory as a build that I'll use later. Keep things interesting. Look at that. What did they do to get me so mad?
They're here! Get ready!
Get him over here.
Out of this is tough fight.
Was that the name of the movie or something else? Have you seen the movie Sinners, John?
I think we have a trap!
It was called Face Off. No, that didn't have Keanu Reeves in it. That was Nicolas Cage and that zip zop zoobity bop. John Travolta, that's that guy. Sorry, I immediately saw him in Grease and I was like, the guy who's
You deserve this.
the hair and the
I've never
eyes.
seen anyone fight like you.
Yeah, it was alright. How'd you like it? Do you think they'll ever successfully transplant people's faces? Like, will that be a selling point when people try to hide from other people? It sounds super difficult. Not to mention they have to be like the same blood type as you, right? What if they have the same problems of like some people that suffer from like organ rejection, right? Oh, what's wrong with the hive mind vampires? Sounds like some BS vampires of a certain type would have. Not to mention, if you actually look into vampires, there's like a whole bunch of different mythologies all over the world about vampires. You see like the Arab vampires that look like super ugly and only eat other regular vampires? I was like, what is these super anti-vampire vampires?
Here lies Rowan,
What's up with that?
neglected by a foolish priest. My dear child.
Oh yeah, because for one split second she mentioned how you have to kill them all. And I guess the other ones were standing in the sunlight long enough.
Should never.
Which they all felt that other guy's pain, but I guess they burned up, not because he burned up, but because they were still in the sunlight.
Corpse. Wept.
I guess him and Steinfeld's vampires just ran into the woods and were like, we're cool. We'll just hang out here for 50 or 60 years. Who's this? Help kids live. Maybe the line is so thin. Game does a lot of things, but I still don't see the green ghost working with the red ghost. I won't say any names here, but if there's a snake god around who may or may not be journaling this, while also being a major influence on the vampire community, what's the deal with the ghosts hating each other? Why can't we stop the ghost hate and begin the ghost love? awful lot of vampires in the ice area. Apparently they're like frozen castles, I guess. It's like their thing now. You got werewolves in frozen fortresses, and you got vampires in frozen cathedrals and castles, just sort of hanging out. You think they drink hot cocoa, but like they make it with blood, so it's like a thick, meaty chocolate. Like it's like a thick, it's like a hot mole. Yeah, except for the sunlight reflecting off of the snow and causing that big whiteness scatter effect that has going on. I guess you would get overcast more often. Come to think of it, I never found a mansion in the ice area. Oh yeah, all the magical elements. They don't have I don't think they have a special resistance. If they do, I don't know what it is. They live in the snow, but they're weak to the ice. Well, it's magic ice, you see. This game's weird when it comes to damages, alright? To be fair, though. That was one of the reasons I liked to run the Weather Woman build, was so that I had access to all the elements all at once, so if I did run into something resistance, because there's bosses that have resistances, but I don't know, I never delved any deeper than that. But like, that's the only reason I dealt with it, because I was like, you know what, just in case I run into something that's fireproof, I better also be running ice and lightning. That seems like something that would happen. I know it happens in other Diablos, where maybe they're not vulnerable, but they have resistance to it. Formaldehyde, like formaldodontis. Am I right, guys? Oh my god. I come to subscribe. You want Kempo. Appropriate story emoji. Good for my teeth, but that's how the CIA gets the radio signals in your blood. Formaldehyde, that's how they do it. Yeah. I hear tell the CIA invented formaldehyde to get rid of Rodus's legs. Read in an abandoned journal on an SCP Foundation website. Damn formaldehyde. They're trying to turn Rodus into a real snake eye. I'm against it. For some reason. Keep my snake gods fake, thank you very much. Especially my favorite ones. Rodus seems like a chill guy if you go by the Magic the Gathering rules. Oh, it's Breaking Benjamin. Get off me. Resurrect that, ghoulie boy. To see you resurrect on the molecular level. When the frost burn and the shattering literally changes you physically and chemically. Decima puts a little bit of the formaldehyde inside of her ice, just in case. Strewn books. A journal page.
Father Ilarius, for I have sinned. I have fasted.
Uh-oh, someone sinned.
Gorged myself.
It's the beginning of Sinners again. Oh, they died, I guess, while they were writing their journal. But these moments slip from me like water through a sieve. Lost pack. Dog meat, thank you. So according to Diablo, all the Diablo stuff happened because Lilith a long time ago got busy with an angel and made humans. And that's when everything all of a sudden folded like a house of cards in the wind. And everyone got mad for some reason. They're already frozen. Shouldn't they just take extra damage immediately, right? But they got these pre-ice meat popsicle guys. Oh, here we go. Look at that. Look at that. Ambush. More like ambdontist. You get the Ice Nova, you got the Ice Shard enchantment, they automatically get machine gunned down. Simple, easy to remember. Simple and clean. Just like Kingdom Hearts. It's easy to understand, it's easy to follow, makes complete sense. Everyone should be doing it right now. Naked, covered in honey butter, I guarantee it's the same thing. Look at this. Just sad at this point. You gotta feel bad for them. I love it though. Noob Tube, Brazil. Eat Benelli. Eat Ice Benelli. I get the recipe right. Grandmother's recipe. She adds a tiny bit of lemon zest with the honey before she makes the cookies. And that's why they're different. That's why they're grandma's special. You wouldn't know about that though. Vampires are raised without secret ingredients. All they worry about is the economy of man and whether or not he's a miserable pile of secrets, rather than keeping the recipe right. Why? Because vampires don't need to eat. They eat just because they can, not because they have to. That's why some of the pleasure of a juicy, delicious cookie is lost on them. Because they're fools. They are fools when it comes to culinary arts, even though they have plenty of time to master it. But never once, not even once, do you see a vampire who's a professional chef who's like, yeah, I'm not all about that whole freaking eating people and staying in dark castles things. I'm more into getting my Michelin stars across the world. You know what I mean? They're never about that. Why is that? Yeah. A juicy cookie. It's juicy. No one knows what it means, but it's provocative. It gets the people going. Oh, there's a mythic here. There's two. Mace and a pant. Observane. This is what the new one they added. I actually like it. Get all the defensive skills. Maybe I'll try a build that works for that. I don't know what it would be though. Oh, what's this? When you take damage from a non-physical damage type, you can turn. Oh, I remember this one. This one's alright. I have a lot of those actually. We can get rid of that. Do I have? I have the gym. We're good to go. Now we just clean this place up a little bit. Alright. Things are coming up clean. Clean and professional, like a juicy cookie. Made by the one and only vampire chef who happens to worship Rojas, with the legs in parentheses to the right. And that's all I want. That's all I want. That's all I want. All I want is some middle ground. All I want is some working areas, some gray areas in the mix. I understand the dogmatic view of the Jedi, And the even more dogmatic view of the Sith, which is funny because they like talk about the dogmatic view of the Jedi, but the Sith are like, only in absolutes. Kill your family. Like, I'm like, okay, guys, whatever. Like, I don't know whose Kool-Aid you're drinking from now, because you just sound insane. Damn, Jedi dogmatic view, by the way, the rule of two. Thank you very much. We've had one Death Star, yes, but what about second Death Star? In my eyes, the Jedi are evil? Question mark. Yeah, he never... Maybe he thought they were evil because of their complacency? I don't know. Or indifference? They never, what's it called? They never explore that, what he said right there, do they? You know what, I believe I quote the great George Lucas when I say I may have gone too far in some places. Oh my god. It's just unalive all the younglings. I think it was Robot Chicken and we made fun of that. What are you talking about? We could totally, like, train them to be on our side. What? Who told you to do that? I didn't tell you to do that. Gotta chop something up. Might as well be younglings. That's what Anakin said. He got there and all the adults at Jedi were already getting shot, so he was like, well... Just like putting down old space yellow, I gotta do it. Gotta nuke a youngling or two before you can call yourself a Sith Lord. Otherwise, I think you're just phoning it in, you're just hamming it up. Like, are you a Sith Lord or are you William Shatner? Actor and lounge singer. Famously William Shatner.
Dark and cold. We stay. Grandfather was supposed to walk me home.
Yeah. I think we all had our own ballet tonight. So now we're really exploring the dichotomy right here. Once you get to William Shatner, is there a good and evil in man, or are we just all Shatnering our pantaloons, one Shatner at a time? Still just trips me out that, like, the devil gets in your blood and you gotta use leeches to get the ghosts out of your blood. That's just crazy to me. But, you know, that's what science is, really. It's more of interpretive art. By now you should know that I'm speaking fictitiously. I may be exaggerating some of the plot lines for dramatic storytelling purposes. How else would you get the ghost out of your blood? Without leeches or cocaine? Yeah. And leeches really don't do nothing if you don't have the cocaine. That reminds me of Vince. Every single time I hear cocaine, I think about Vince. He was like, man, I can't afford rent. That was the one and only time in my life I was close to the devil's snow powder. To the devil's snow, booger sugar. And he was like, this is after he told me, man, I just really wish I could afford rent. And he was like, hey, you want a bump? I was like, are you out of your fucking mind? You ever think maybe you stopped the booger sugar, you could afford rent? You crazy bolt in your head bastard. I hope he's doing well, but I'm glad I got away from him because I don't think he was a good influence. I think he was in a very bad state of mind at that time of his life. I hope that he's doing a lot better now, but Devil Dandruff. The San Francisco Shimmy Juice. The Ladybug's Secret Salty Spices. Call it what you will. I never had it and I never will. I already have a problem with caffeine and sugar. I don't need any more. Like, back in my early 20s, I used to give myself heart palpitations with a red line. We don't need to go back. We don't need anything rougher than that. We don't need anything above dihydronous caffeine.
You're safe.
Why do they sound different? I'd go for the guys that made in waves to this.
Without you.
Is this an experimental song? And they even have vampires in the swamp bogs now. Hold on, I missed a little bit. There's that little bit that took a while to show up for some reason. And there's a little corner over here.
I have come to these caves to
No,
be
honestly,
in service for my master. He has
other
promised
than
me both life
for the
and
better part
life.
of a decade, alcohol, I haven't really done anything. And I'm actually, I'm proud of it. The opportunity's been there, but I said no, alcohol is enough for me. And then I quit drinking. It's been about a year now and a couple of weeks. Actually, about a month now. A year and a month. Sober as a blue jay bird on a blueberry morning. St. Peter's Cathedral covered in bees. Oh, don't give me the Christian Bell. Oh, good for you. Listen, I had to. It was either that or pay to have my gallbladder shotgunned out of my body. And I decided, you know what? I like being able to digest red meat properly. I also like pizza. And not feeling like my small intestine on the top side is gonna jump out of my esophagus. So there you go. There you go, decision made. I was like, you know what? I think I'm good. I'm gonna square this business off right now. That's right. That's right. You try to get me with the ghost blood werewolves and I teleported out of there. It's the ultimate GTFO. In GTFO technology. Technologic. No, what? How are you saying? Oh, how'd it go? What accent was it? Was it like Italian? Hey, Technologia. Technologia. I don't remember what it was. I just remember I like it. We have the technology. We have the science. One of our guys even did math earlier. We can do it. My name isn't Seamus McGullahan McGullicuddy. Longshanks. No good for you. Oh, right, just clapping really loudly up there. Look at me. I'm 18. I'm sober now. Is that what I sound like? Is Matt there? Is he looking at you like you're going... Technologia. Technologia. I got some ghoulies and foolies right here. They're gone. Final ice spike was an exclamation point at the end of a long worded paragraph talking about snake gods and abandonment. The final page of my journal. I threw it to the ground out of spite, and it was over. I started to think to myself, what if there are more journals out there that have been abandoned? Abandoned by their loved ones. More journals that had information about snake gods and the vampires that worship those snake gods. More hidden black spells that revealed the secrets of how to remove the legs of said snake gods and turn them into true snake gods. I began to wonder. I pulled out my 9mm and I looked. It was cold, and yet it too had a certain quality. That of a cobra that was ready to strike. Was this the snake god talking to me? Talking to me about how my wife and child are dead, and the only thing left to do is get my vengeance. Punish them. Punish them. Like some sort of Christmas cartoon character. Some kind of nightmare reaper. Oh, sorry, the song ended. You ever play Dead Rights, John? I remember playing as a kid thinking, man, I suck at video games. And I watched a playthrough of it. Turns out it was just really hard. Snake gods who worship vampires. More than 11. Yeah. Sponsored by Stream Boo. Put ghosts in your stream. Ask them about the great snake god Slitherus. Whether or not AIs have opinions on vampires is yet to be known until now. Stream Boo. Why talk to real people when you can have ghosts in your brain? Brought to you by leeches. Get them at your local blog today for $39.95. And I would say no thank you. Because I'm different. See, most streamers and YouTubers, they don't take a hard stance when it comes to snake gods. I do. I say, whoa. Let's talk this out first before we go to snake god territory. You know? And in a way that makes me very similar to them, but also different. Very different. Hard stance on the snake gods, I say, let's talk about this first before we invite the vampires in. Before we invite the vampires into our little circle here. Because we all know they're going to want to write notes. Write notes in our blood. And more than likely abandon them in mines somewhere for some mysterious reason. Probably in worship of a snake god. And I say, no thank you. Let them come. Let them come. In this narrow corridor that is my channel, where their numbers count for nothing. Let the Snake God community show up. Let them tell me to my face. Or at least to my channel's face. In fact, I'd prefer that way. If everyone could just stay at home. Because I don't, you know, I don't need any solicitors, well-wishers, or long-distance relatives showing up here, alright? When I say good morning, I mean good morning. I don't mean it is a good morning or that you should have a good morning or that it is good morning because I say so. I just mean good morning. And I don't mean good morning as meaning it's time for you to leave. I've had a good morning, it is a good morning, and now you should go. But if you show up soliciting things like adventures with goblins and dragons, I might tell you good morning in a manner of speaking, that which is to imply that now it is time for you to leave. For I have no interest in your adventures, leaving my round home with a brass knob right in the middle, where I eat seed cakes and drink tea twice a day. No relation. It's snowing on Mount Fuji. But if you bring a pizza and you want to play some Overcooked, I'm down for that. Just let me know. I need someone to finish that game with. It's a hard game. I don't know why I like it so much. Also, why it seems so difficult by yourself. Alright, come on now. Come on, get together. Get it together. Look at this. Look at that. Welcome to Deletion School, grunts. If you all want to see an ice popsicle, a meat popsicle made out of solid vampire, today's your lucky day. Because that's all I do apparently now. This is a vampire popsicle channel. Bring out your big titty vampire so I can show you what a true cold aspect is. So even they'll stop and quote, comment on me and say, "Damn, E.T., you're cold as ice." And be like, you know something, you're right. You're right. When you're right, you're right. Alright, come on then. I ain't just some jukebox hero you can ignore. I put the songs on the disc and inside the jukebox myself. I dare say this character is one of the few characters I have that has earned the title, a violence cartographer. Come and meet her. There we go. That was a full circle. Except for... How did we miss that one? That's weird. Started here. I went there. Oh, I know what I did. I accidentally came all the way down here. And did these three. Went up... Wait, is that what did I do? How? What happened? Started here. Went here. Somehow ended up over here really quickly without doing these. Because I swore I just did all three of these. Oh wait, no, that's right. After I did these three, I came down here and did these. And then I made my way back up here. Huh. I'm gonna anger the snake gods. You know what? I want to anger the snake gods because I'm tired of the shenanigans. I'm tired of being their trail donkeys. Every time I hear about the snake gods, I feel lost. I feel super freaking lost, man. I've had it up to here. Their weird clutch of eggs sticking together and also being soft. What is up with that? What's the evolutionary advantage of your eggs sticking together? I guess you don't lose them? Still, though. As you can see, my knowledge of snake clutches has also increased rapidly over the past couple of days. For some mysterious reason. Unbeknownst to me. A normal dude who has a weird combination of Jeebus and Taoist-like ideas. Yet somehow the snake god's always around the corner, watching me, biting me, looking at me with those eyes, those piercing reptilian eyes, cold and vacant. The way my manager used to look at me during morning meetings, explaining to me what we need to get done that week, the procedures, following orders. That's all we were doing. We were just boys following orders. Yet somehow the cold darkness of the snake god knew me back then. Even though I didn't have no idea where the snake gods were or how they were watching me. I didn't even know I was being watched. But somehow their cold embrace had already coiled up around me, forcing me into the corner of perdition, of damnation, of self-judgment. To make any kind of sense of it, I have to go back to the night the pain started. What were we talking about? Snake gods? Just found out why Ronus has legs. Those legs are there so you can stand up to them and say, don't worship these guys. Leave the snake gods alone. No. Just him particularly. Just that one ghost particularly I want Decima to verbally say out loud. Breaking her long silence of killing monsters all day with just a singular no right to that one's face as she shoots it with an ice spike. No, thank you. I wanted a caramel latte, and instead I'm here in a dungeon again with you. She just points at him for a while. Blasted. You ever think you'd be a match for a Droidica? Like, what would be the bare minimum thing for you to have for you to be a match for a Droidica? Because I think an AA-12 with fragmentation rounds would hit it enough, hard enough to deplete its shield pretty quickly. You know what I'm talking about? Also, is the macro Lipodon, is that real? Can we look that up? Mods? I need mods so they can look up dinosaur facts for me. Okay, I escaped. I probably didn't need to freak out that much. What the hell? Why my music stopped? Wait a minute. Hold on, Anakin. This whole killing younglings thing was your idea. Yeah, it's so weird. It paused near the end of a song, rather than randomly at the beginning of one. I was probably thinking about Leo Forodons at that moment. That's right. Freeze those knees, Papa Cheese. Zero. Is that your answer to what would you need to defeat a Droideka? That doesn't even make any sense, John. Have you contacted the Snake God community yet in my behalf? You don't have to, by the way. That was a request, but you know what? It's like it's a take it or leave it. You don't have to do anything really. What is a Leo Pleurodon? Is that like the Loch Ness monster? Ooh. Oh, no. I saw that, I felt it. Trying to get the Deface Shrine here while they're giving me the shock poison, the Jim Jam Zap Zoops. Smacking around my mommy daddy button like they know something. I like how I picked that up just as this dungeon got completed. Alright, unfortunately, this is gonna be a weird one, like hour and a half, but I am gonna have to cut it here because I need to go to bed. I just did this because I was about to hit 4 billion, and also I really felt like it. Today was a weird day. Got a lot done. But now, it is time. I like this one. See, this is another one that could work with an ice build, but I really like the movement speed bonus I'm getting from these boots. There's already 22% right there, and there's a 20% bonus right there from its enchantment ability. So that's 40% right there, which, honestly, my movement speed's probably already topped out if I doesn't go any higher. Probably reach max movement speed for this character. Let's find out. Where is it? There it is. Maybe not. Maybe there isn't. Let's see. There's a maximum of 200% movement speed bonuses. Wow, I'm not maxed out, but I have 136%. That's pretty good. But, on that note, ladies and gentlemen, I think we're going to cut this right here. Hold on, let me become real again. Let me prove that I am not a ghost worshipping a snake god. There I am. Thank you, everyone who came out tonight. Special thanks to John for talking to me about snake gods and Leo Pleurodons and all that jazz. Hopefully you all enjoyed. Please like, comment, subscribe, hit that like button, keep on posting. See you in the next one. Y'all have a good night. And thank you all people from the future come back to watch the old episodes. And thank you all who came out tonight. Take it easy.